First of all, I have no idea what happened to the last hour of this video. I have 4 discs here. I looked at every single one of them and could not find the last hour. So at the end, I'll insert some pictures, or at least try to insert some pictures. Either way, like this look, I don't know why, but it took me like 3.5 hours. I don't understand it. I have other looks that didn't take me nearly as long that I think are way better, but I don't know. But it took me like 3.5 hours. A good 3.5 hours. It's crazy. Anyway, so let's get started. The way I started this, and by the way, is a St. Patrick's Day look. The way I started this was I used my Too Faced Better Than Sex eyeliner and drew out kind of what I wanted. And yeah, so I just kind of drew out what I wanted, and I knew where I was going to color different stuff. So I had one side in green and then the other side in like rainbow shades. So for the green side, the green that I had, I wanted it a lighter green. So I mixed my, I did like 2 parts green, 2 parts yellow, and 1 part white with my Sunset foundation. And then I colored that in all down the one side. And then, of course, when I would do the rainbow side, I just did like, I used the Sunset again and just did the colors down through my chest, like from my head to chest, and colored those in. Then from there, I did do some setting powder because I didn't want it to smear all over the place, which setting powder really does help it keep from smearing. And it's foundation, so it kind of dries better than like a cream makeup. I know that sounds different because it's cream, but it's foundation. So if you use like the cream-based stuff that's not foundation, it's a little bit more smudgy. This didn't smudge nearly as much. So once I got all my colors in, I also did a little bit of blending, especially over there at the rainbow section. I just started with one color and did all the sections I wanted in that one color, and then when I went to the next color, I did that. And then when I was done with applying all the colors without blending it out, I then went in and blended it out with brushes to kind of blend the colors seamlessly in. I then went to all the areas that I colored in. Like on my chest, I put those in white, and I did use my Sunset foundation in that as well. And then around my eyes, I did, like I did the foundation at first, but then I was like, you know what, this is a different color. So I went with some actual eyeshadow, and then I blended it out with the black foundation, Sunset foundation, to where it was like color in the center of my eyes, and then went out to black. So once all that was done, I did some little tracing around the edges, and then I took and blended in some details on my face on both sides using the same colors. I used like a darker red or a darker green or whatever. And then in the bone section, I blended in some black details to make it look kind of like bony, more bony, not just solid white. Doesn't make any sense. More bony. And then my lips, I did not use lipstick. I used foundation, or used I think it was the foundation. I believe it was the foundation. Oh no, it wasn't the foundation, because my lips, I drew in the teeth. I'm sorry, guys. I'm thinking of a different look. I drew in the teeth over the colors that I did, and then I colored them in gold, and that was like the cream base gold, and it was graphic opine, if I remember correctly. Yes, it was no. I used the Marron cream stick to color in the teeth. Gosh, I am just all over the place today, right? So once I was done with all that, again, like I said, I did the blending, like shading and stuff to get this skeletal look for St. Patrick's Day. It doesn't really have to be St. Patrick's Day themed. So I was going to put a clover on my forehead, but I opted against it just because, yes, this coloring is very St. Patrick's Day, but in case I wanted to use the images for non-St. Patrick's Day looks, I did that. So I left off the 4-leaf clover to where it didn't necessarily have to be St. Patrick's Day. But anyway, that was this look. Of course, I did the eyeliner and then mascara, and then I put my fake lashes on. I used Glamnetic this time. And that was pretty much it. That's how it literally, no joke, guys, like 3.5 hours. It was ridiculous. And I don't even know what happened in the last hour of this video. I cannot find it anywhere in any of these discs. Maybe I accidentally hit stop recording instead of recording. I don't know. Who knows? But it was ridiculous. But anyway, that's this look. Sunset foundation, Marahine cream. And then any eyeshadow I used was actually from my Morphe palettes. You guys know that by now. Too Faced Bare and Sex line. Oh, and I used the Graftobine cream for the black lines, tracing the black lines. I always use the Graftobine cream. I have other creams. I have the foundation. I have like all these other things, but when I do outlines, I find that the Graftobine applies the best with the brush, so that's why I use it. But that's it for this look. Thanks so much for watching.